Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Karras, and I'm here to read to you the Super Smart today for Unit 14, Lesson 5, Wild About Birds by Judy Woodburn. So what are some things that boys and girls could be wild about? What do you think? Well, I know some of you are wild about drawing. Okay. Some of you are interested in dinosaurs. Okay, so let's see what they have to say about that. Let's first look. What is this here? What kind of bird is that hiding in the tree? Yes, an owl. So this girl must like to watch birds of all types. She has binoculars so she can get a better look at them. All right, so let's see what other children can be wild about. Kids can be wild about all kinds of things. Some kids may be wild about dinosaurs. Others may be wild about drawing or marbles or music. What else can kids be wild about? Let's see. Kids can be wild about birds. Kids who like birds are bird watchers. Now he has binoculars. Binoculars mean it goes over both of his eyes to be able to see. All right. Why would he be using those? That's right. Binoculars are used to make objects look closer when they are far away. Very good. This bird happens to be a chickadee. Wouldn't that be neat to have one land on you? Bird watchers like to listen to birds sing. They like to watch what birds do. They love to spot birds they have never seen before. And it's very exciting for bird watchers, whether they're children or adults, to see a bird that is not one they've ever seen before or something that is not easily seen by people. So that's very exciting for a bird watcher. Would you like to be a bird watcher? Almost every place is home to some kind of bird. You can start right now by just looking out a window. Who will spot a bird first? Well, do you think spotting a bird is easy or hard? I think it is easy. Why? Yeah, we have a lot of different types of birds around. Mm, you're a bird watcher. Okay. So do you think everyone can be a bird watcher? Sure they could, if they like to look for different kind of birds wherever they live. Searching for birds makes going anywhere a little more interesting. And the more places you go, the more birds you can see. But before you begin, you need to know some important rules. All right, let's see. Here's some bird watching rules. 1. Bird watchers never do anything that could hurt a bird. Number 2, they don't try to attract birds with people food. Number 3, they don't get too close to a bird's nest. Number 4, they stay very still and quiet so they don't scare birds away. Why do you think the author tells us these rules? That's right, so that you know what to do and what not to do, okay? Bird watchers like to see birds in their own habitat and don't want to do anything to attract them. People food is not good for birds, and they don't certainly want to do anything to hurt or scare them. If you want to learn more about the birds you see, a few tools can help. Let's put each one in the backpack. So here's the backpack. Let's look at this one. Go in there. Let's see. Okay, now we'll go in. Let's see. What's important about that one? A field guide tells you the names of birds. It shows you what they look like and describes how they sound. That's one of the other things that bird watchers love to do. They love to hear the song that birds sing because, believe it or not, each one has its own type of sound. Let's see about these. Binoculars can give you a closer look at the birds you spot. A notebook and pencils will help you make a list of the birds you have seen. Now you have everything you need. Let's go. Let's see. So this looks like it's a nice place for birds, a lot of trees. Let's read what they have to say. The woods are a great place to look for birds. Can you hear 3 birds singing in this park? Try to spot each one. So how many birds do you think we're going to find? How did you know that? That's right, because the text tells us right here, can you hear 3 birds singing? Okay, so let's see what happens next. Oh, look at this, binoculars. Let's use the arrows to move around. Oh, what sort of bird is that? Yes, it's a cardinal. Let's try this arrow. What do we see? Nothing. Let's look again. Oh, that's beautiful. I think that might be, goldfinch? I'm not sure. We're supposed to find another one. I love you, cardinal, but let's try to find another one. Let's go this way. No. Up. Good work. We found all 3. There, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, let's use the field guide to learn the names of the birds you saw. Touch the bird in the guide that matches each photograph. All right, let's see. Well, let's start with the first one. Here we go. Here we go. Now that's better. Yes, you saw a cardinal. A cardinal has a reddish bill and a tuft of feathers on its head. Male cardinals are bright red. Female cardinals are less colorful. Notice, though, she has the same color beak as he does. Okay? All right. Let's touch this one. Up here. There we go. Yes, you saw a goldfinch. The male goldfinch is yellow and black. Unlike some other birds, goldfinches love to fly around in groups. You will often see lots of goldfinches together in the same place. So, how are they different? That's right, they love to be in groups. Okay, now we want to look for this one. This one? Let's see. Yes, you saw a cedar waxwing. Oh, what a neat name. A cedar waxwing has a black mask, and the tip of its tail is often bright yellow. Cedar waxwings love to eat berries. Eating certain berries can even change the color of the bird's tail markings from yellow to orange. That's kind of neat. Okay. Now that you know the names of the birds, you can write them in your notebook. Wow, I even learned something about the cedar waxwing. Most birds would rather not live in cities, but many are good at adapting or changing what they do to survive alongside cars, buildings, and people. Can you find 3 birds that call the city home? There's our binoculars again. All right, let's look. Oh, oh my goodness. You made me jump. Wow. Oh, we found all 3 of them. Very good. Now let's find out more about the birds you saw. All right, so first let's look. It looks like this one. Yes, you saw a red-tailed hawk. A red-tailed hawk has broad wings and a rusty-colored tail. In the city, red-tailed hawks nest on building ledges. They hunt city birds like pigeons and small animals like rats and squirrels. Yes, it looks like he may have a rat there. All right, let's look for this one. Let's see. Yes, you saw a Canada goose. It has a long curved neck with a white throat. Canada geese flock to cities and towns where there are ponds and lawns. In fact, some people think geese are real pests. And this one, let's see what he is. Yes, you saw a great egret. An egret is snowy white with a long, thin neck. Egrets fly south to avoid the colder months of the year. City ponds make a great stopping point on their journey. All right, there. Now let's put the birds' names in your notebook. Red-tailed hawk, Canada goose, and great egret. Many birds that live near the ocean eat things that are found in or near the water. Can you spot 3 birds on this coast? All right, here we go. Let's try going to the right first. Ooh. Oh, I like his sound. Okay, let's see. No, not yet. Let's go up. No, how about we go over? We found them all. Let's find the names of the shorebirds. Okay. Let's see. Not yet. Oh, yes, you saw a glossy ibis. An ibis has long legs and a long curved beak. Its legs help it wade in shallow water. It uses its long beak to feel around in the water for bugs, snails, or frogs, and then it snatches them to eat. Ooh, I know they need it, but yuck. All right. Now, how about this? This one? Okay. Yes, you saw an American oyster catcher. It has orange eyes and a sharp orange bill that works great for cracking shells. What does this bird's name tell you about the kind of food it likes best? Let's see, it's an oyster catcher. That's right, oysters. Yep, it loves oysters. That looks like a clam, though, not an oyster. Yes, you saw a herring gull. A herring gull has a gray and white body. Its large bill can open very wide, letting it eat many types of food. These gulls like garbage and will also steal food from other birds. Who's ever been at the shore and maybe had a gull come and snatch your food? Has anybody ever had that happen to them on the boardwalk? Be very careful. Okay, let's put these shorebirds in the notebook. American oyster catcher, herring gull, and a glossy ibis. Watching birds and learning all about them is like getting to know new friends, and putting the birds in your notebook helps you remember them forever. You saw a lot of birds today. Take a look. Yes, there were a lot. Anybody have a favorite? There are thousands of different kinds of different birds spread all around the world. How many of them will you spot? This is a saddle-billed stork. These beautiful eyes. Quetzal, hoopoe, shoebill, cock of the rock, cassowary, blue-footed booby. He's kind of cute though. He'd make a good stuffed animal. The end. And I hope you have enjoyed this story. And maybe now you'll look a little more carefully at the different kinds of birds that fly around all of us. Bye-bye, boys and girls.